Hi out there, I'm Gary Sinlos, the guitar player and noisemaker of the Gloomy Stars. Welcome in the underground, down here in our basement.
In the basement I see a light, pushes me out to the mirror. How far, just in the basement.
So that's how we started. I knew Silly already since a long time, because she's my neighbor. And one night after a party with a lot of drinks, we decided to make music together, just guitar and vocals. And because we both had a flair for melancholic music, it was clear we have to do something gloomy, very gloomy. So one night she came up with the lyrics of Gloomy Sunday. I had no idea how the sound of this song is, and I also didn't care. I just did a simple riff and tried to catch the heart or the point of the lyrics. After the first session we knew that sounds pretty cool. Very melancholic and very dynamic at the same time. So Sad Got Trash was born. Gloomy Sunday, the title, gave me the input and I changed it into Gloomy Stars. So we had already a band or project name, however you want to call it. It says a lot, means a lot, and it's easy to remember. And the rest is history, how an American would say. So Celie, she had already some experience with little jam sessions with friends, but not really experience. And I had a former band called Upgas that was also very minimalistic, very simply sound, 100% DIY. In the early 80s we did a double single with 14 songs on it, and it's until now still the worst record ever produced. But that gave us a legendary reputation, and on eBay you have to pay now more than €100 to get one. Later on we did another single called Die Tänzerin. That was all instrumental, no vocals, but the single came with a text sheet in 8 languages, and of course we did everything there by our own. And the interesting thing was we did live concerts, only instrumental songs, and we were playing naked, painted with colors. So in this sense, Gloomy Stars is not a switch, it's more a kind of continuation, but even more simply than Upgas was. But to have just guitar and vocals, it's a perfect way to create new songs. You can really concentrate on the core of the song, in our case sad core, and it leaves you also a lot of opportunities when we will go in a studio or something.
Tonight, I wanna
Not really. Primarily I make music for myself. I don't care about definitions. My roots are in the punk, and from the beginning when I started with music, I just wanted to do my own sound. That was for me the original idea of punk. Do your own thing, be yourself. Celia could go just like that into my sound, so we fitted just perfectly together. So we started writing lyrics and we created one song after another. That we had to make no compromises and could concentrate just on the song. Yeah, we will look for more musicians to bring in, but they have to serve the sound like we do, and it's not quite easy to find the right people. But one day, sooner or later, we will become something like a real band.
There is something in my head. There is something in my head.
We make music with what we have on hand. That's a guitar, a microphone and 2 cheap amplifiers. All the recordings we do with an old cassette recorder, and so everything is on these little cassette tapes. Subsequently we digitalize everything with the freeware Audacity, and we put some reverb on it or something like that. There is not really a lot you can do because we have only one track. The whole thing is quite poor. Of course, in the way we work we are very limited, but we are talking about sadcore trash, and in this specific case about the basement tapes. So for my taste it fits perfectly in itself. Maybe it's exactly this limitation that gives the whole album these unique expressions, this kind of trippy feeling. I don't know if in a studio you can create the same atmosphere. But now we started in 2 ways. We continue same style like we did, but we also start working in a little studio, and there we're gonna add synthesizer, drum machine and bass on it. It's a completely new playground for us and give us also thousands new possibilities, and we will see how it will sound. But anyway, we stay with sadcore trash. We try to do the same thing, just completely different. We did the whole album as a audio-visual experience, a 52-minute movie you can find on YouTube. With the visuals it's the same like with the sound. It's very minimalistic, very amateurish. We had only one photo of the Gloomy Stars, and even that it's a selfie, because Silly did it. Out of this picture I did the entire artwork, the layout for the booklet, and also all the video clips. Each song has a different color and style a little bit, but everything is done out of one picture. Visuals are part of our art. It doesn't have a specific meaning, it just should support the atmosphere of the songs, and everybody can make his own meaning out of it.
Lots of questions need an answer. Today is just the day is just the sunny darkness.
My fields are music. I'm writing short stories, drawings, and even film. In all the fields I'm very amateurish. I always do it, but I don't do it all the time. For years, for example, I draw and write and produce little punk fairy tales called Ulpi, little stories about not thinking, timeless, unfashionable. They basically also follow the same rule like we did with the music. Just do your own thing, be yourself. Of course I mix everything together. My art complement each other. That's the interesting thing, to mix everything together. We continue to do our sacred trash the same way like we did, but like I said before, we start to work in a little studio. Then when we know how the new sound sounds, we will looking for musicians and put the program together with a lot of visuals, and hopefully in autumn, early winter, we will start with the first concerts. I think we will continue to develop, and I don't think there will continuation in the same style we did now. The album what we did, for my taste, fits perfectly in itself, and it doesn't make sense to make the same thing again. But who knows, one day maybe we bring out a new Basement #2 album. It's open. After all, the here and now always will be a part of the future. A big thanks goes out to Carol for his open mind. Hopefully you continue your work with IDIOTEQ as long as you can. It's great and very important. Thanks.